This year we tried with AGAPE to transform existing products, add some new products to our range, which is like 40 years of let's say development in the bathroom field. As you can see, there's a lot of green in our say project of layout this year, and Alpi green is one of the materials we've chosen. It's marble from northern Italy, and it has these very intense veins. We do architecture in a bathroom by putting together elements of different shapes, different materials, but with a lot of quality in each of them. Here we have an environment that is designed by Marcio Kogan, this Brazilian architect that works on these incredible villas in the middle of the forest and cities. It's designed for two people, basically two people that can interact during the bath. So a new concept of bathing that is not the very standard one of a singular person having his bath. And as you can see, there's a clear and intense use of materials like wood that goes from the floor to the wall, and the same wood somehow is used for the cabinetry. And it's all about high quality materials like this American walnut and this stone from Italy. We had these other materials that are these side panels, and that are basically the perimeter of the composition that are made of brass. It's based on the immersion range. It's a collection of products designed by Neri & Hu firm. Yeah. Definitely. And they conceived this bathtub that was just awarded 3 days ago by El Decor International Design Awards as the product of the year. It's a bathtub that breaks the rules of like the bathtubs that we are used to see, because as you can see, it's pretty tall because it's very deep and you're basically immersed. So water gets up to your neck, so you're actually immersed into the water. That's why it's called immersion. And it has this step to ease the access that becomes a table, just turning it. So it's pretty, let's say, interesting. It's very innovative in a way. And here again, the collection is completed by the different other elements, such as the over-countertop basin on this wooden counter, and the freestanding basin here on my right, with this structure underneath that gives it a very nice lightness and elegance. Environment is, let's say, as you can see, very distinctive. It has this wash basin that's actually a we call it counter basin, and the water goes through a trap that is very small, but it's there actually. Okay. And what's interesting is that this grill allows to break the water flow, so that you basically have a surface that doesn't splash back. So you can use it as a wash basin, and even though it has this shape of a blade, basically, so it's so super minimal and clean. And it's also available in marble, which is even more spectacular. Here we have this new bathtub that is development we did with the technologies of molding and production. This is pretty unique, as you can see. It's based on the Marsiglia range. Marsiglia is this range of bathtub and wash basin that is inspired by the old wash houses where our grandmas were used to wash our clothes. And then we have this line of accessories called the dot line. As you can see, it's like a pipe that goes through how the whole ambient, and you can customize lengths and positioning of these dots, and you can decide what to put on these dots, like trays, hooks, and whatever. This one here is a very innovative project by Patricio Urquiola. So it's based on the idea of this beam. As you can see, this horizontal element that is kind of floating in the air. So basically you have total freedom of positioning of wash basins, trays that can be closed or open like this, or let's say those trays made in marble, or you can use also the internal in between the two beams, still with this idea of bathroom that is an open environment, not only a closed box with functions. Here another composition of L'Ariana wash basin and bathtub that was designed for Il Sereno Hotel on the Como Lake by Patricio Urquiola, and it has this say very distinctive and unique shape and profile that is inspired by old bathtubs from the 19th century, 19th century that were very, let's say, bold with a very thick perimeter, and it becomes very modern and contemporary by cutting the bottom of it and making it much lighter. So this environment is, as you can appreciate, very material, which is what we like. Let's say to have elements with very simple geometries, but and high quality in the way they are handmade, finished, and conceived. So, and let's say large use of marble, black Marquinhos countertop, marmo di Carrara wash basin, and on top of it, this let's say very interesting mirror that has this second mirror on the side that can turn. It's called eclissi, like eclipse. It turns and goes to the opposite side. An idea for not having like a static element, but having something that can change. It's a small thing, but it's pretty interesting and pretty unique.